real talk about car dwelling in New England in the winter. It has been in the teens. We have had snowstorms. I have been sick off and on since the beginning of the month, and now I have pneumonia because people don't cover their mouths or their faces when they're sick or they're coughing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Those of us immunocompromised people out here really love you for that. But I went to the doctor right away. My doctor knows my living situation, and we made a plan to keep me from being hospitalized because this stuff generally puts me in the hospital. That said, I think I want to start a series about all the things I've learned about surviving in winter outside in your car in New England or similar climates. I think, you know, a lot of it I've researched and pulled bits from other people here and there and came up with some of my own ideas along the way to make it better for me, etc. But maybe somebody will find it valuable. So let me know. At minimum, I'll probably make a car tour when I'm feeling a little better. Hopefully looking a little better. I do have scoliosis. Look at it. It's really, in this light, it's really prominent that my eyelashes are different colors, isn't it? Anyway, it makes me special. That said, I am charging my power bank, one of them. I found that I need a couple because we cook with them sometimes. We're running electric blankets with them. I gotta charge my devices, you know, keep everything going. It's really a luxury to have, and I'm grateful for it, but I have to be very creative to charge them. I do have a solar panel, but New England, it's really hard to use that. You know, just whipping it out in a random parking lot is not always lending itself to being even remotely stealth. I like to consider myself like adventurously stealth. Like, I like to hope I look like I'm on a grand adventure. And I did befriend another car dweller recently. She's in a Mercedes SUV, and she has done very good being stealth, except that I see her at a spot frequently where she's organized. She's very organized, and I love that. Love that shit. And one day I just approached her and was just like, hey, just want you to know, if you ever see me and you're uncomfortable and you want to park near me, I see you. I have a dog. I have pepper spray. Like, I got you. Like, you know, you officially have a friend. And that's that. And we had a nice conversation, and we talked about all things car dwelling and life, and she told me how she got here and all the good stuff. Yeah, so funny, I thought, let me tell her about, I'm a nerd about my wool tent right now. So if you see these PVCs, they all have snaps screwed into them, and then I have grommets, snaps, the other side of them put onto various places in a wool blanket, and then we snap it on, and we have a heat bubble at night, and that keeps us about, I would say, on average, I was tracking it, you know, as much as 20 degrees warmer than outside, but I really find we stay around 60. And sometimes when it's in the teens outside in the early morning hours, it'll get down to 50. But 60 degrees when it's in the 20s outside comfortably throughout the night, I mean, worth it. So I just want to tell everybody about that. It's just so exciting to me that it works. Our little system is working and keeping us comfortable, but she did not care about that. She said, I have my own system, and I respect that. And she just sleeps under a bunch of comforters. She has no window covers. I mean, do you, boo, but I like privacy. I like to turn on my lights and watch, you know, and she's just out there. She's just like, I'm here. And that's cool too. But she did say that she just thought I was on a big adventure. And I love that. Because that's what I'm going for. I get a lot of funny looks. People can't figure out what we're doing. And that's okay. But anyway, if you want a car tour, that will be coming. If you're interested in how we stay warm in the winter, that's going to be coming. I'd like to make a few videos because I do have a friend who is cheering me on every day with this. She's amazing. I'm so glad to have her. I have everybody else who says they're worried about me. And there's nothing to worry about. I'm very competent and comfortable. But then I do have this one friend that's just cheering me on every day. Tells me she's just so impressed with my ingenuity and what I'm doing and how I'm managing and how I'm staying comfortable, and you know, and I tell you that right there is what I need. You know, and she'll also, you know, like I have pneumonia right now. Not fun. You know, so she has a healthy amount of concern about that, and that's okay. I'm not mad. But she's still just like, you're doing amazing, you know? And if you're doing something that's out of the norm and that most people can't imagine and are projecting their fears onto you for, but you have one person, even one person, that's like, wow, that's amazing, that thing you did. I'm learning so much from you. So maybe somebody else will learn something from what I'm learning. So I'd like to start sharing it. Where I'm going to share it, I haven't decided yet. I don't even know if or where I'll post this. I think I'm just waiting for my power to charge and like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Thinking about what I might want for dinner. I might get some soup. I don't know. I want comfort food. We'll see. I see my friend Steven. Steven is a van dweller. Steven and I are in talks about in the spring, possibly, depending where I'm at in life, him selling me his van. I don't know what that looks like. Neither does he. But I've followed the progress of his build. He's just living in it till June, and then he's leaving the country. And he's going to sell the van. And he's expecting to have to sell it as a cargo van, but he brought up the suggestion that he would love to sell it, you know, for cargo van price to me with the build. So, you never know. We don't know what's going to happen. But that van would be perfect for us. And we really love everything he's done in it so far. And it's just cool to watch somebody build a van, because that would be a van. We are comfortable in making things work now, but a van, whew, luxury living. We are ready for a van. We want a van. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, there he is. He might say hi to me. I wonder what he's working on. Sometimes when he's working on a big project, and he bumps into me, he gets really excited to show me, which makes me happy, because I'm guessing he doesn't have many people he can talk about it with that are as enthusiastic as I am, right? Because most people think what he's doing is unconventional and strange. But I get it. I get what he's doing. And I respect it, and I think it's so cool. And I'm just a nerd about it. So Steven, in the van, was very interested in how I stay warm and things I'm doing and how I set up my car and such, because he's been freezing. He's just got a little buddy heater in that van. And I said, oh friend, I'll have some tips for you. Much better ideas, depending on what you're willing to put in for effort. So that was cool. So he gets to nerd out about his van build, and I get to nerd out about how I stay warm in the winter. Because I'm not freezing out here, despite what anybody thinks. I'm very comfortable. Warm, dry, safe. As long as I can charge my power stations, that just is extra. You know, if we can plug in that heated blanket, the icing on the cake. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's where we're at. Stay tuned, because I think I want to share some stuff. You know, some people might never need to know it, and some people might need to know it tomorrow.